Tonight we have one of the global leaders of the fintech ecosystem. Oliver Bussmann is here. Thank you very much having you here. It's a pleasure. Mr. Bussmann, I want to start with the meaning of the fintech. We already know that fintech means is the financial technologies. But do you think it has different meanings for the banks and for the startups?
No, there's different meaning. The startups started a few years ago. The fintech startups more in a competition to the banks. I think the partnership model and collaboration approach is more the leading model how to work together, and so that has changed over the last few years.
So you are professionally consulting to the banks and financial institutions. What is the biggest challenge that you are facing during your giving your service to those companies?
No, I think one of the key learnings is that innovation is not you have an idea, put it into a lab, and hopefully something will come out of that. It needs orchestration. It's orchestration like you do R&D in other industry. You have a business development process, figuring out what are the trends in the industry, try to figure out what's available to, in line with your strategy, help the business to come up with ideas how to leverage the new technology, disruptive technology, give the best ideas, resources, lab, and support. And the probability that those ideas then will take off as part of your product portfolio or services is then much greater if you go for a single idea or a lab, etc. It needs an organization, it needs orchestration, it needs people that have an understanding how to work with the ecosystem, with startups, regulators, universities, etc. It's an effort to be successful.
So we can say it's not technical, it's a strategical problem.
Yeah, it's a strategic problem. It's a technology perspective. You can do a lot, but what's the meaning? What's the benefit in doing that? And what's the best way to apply and utilize that? And it needs a clear focus, strategic focus, helping them to business to understand what's available, help them to find the best idea on based on that technology, and then also validating are the benefits are coming through? What are the limitations? Does it work for a bank, etc.? And that's a learning curve that needs enablement, facilitation, and that's something that I learned the last few years in the financial service industry, even in high tech. High tech firms are very close more to technical startups, but more business domain, fintech. That's already also a challenge.
We know that London is called as the fintech capital city, but on the other hand, some other cities like Singapore, Tel Aviv, even Barcelona wants to become a fintech capital city. Is there any chance that Istanbul can enter this league? And what do you suggest to the fintech ecosystem in Turkey to achieve this goal?
I think it's multiple dimension to be successful. I think you have a fantastic foundation about a population that is very technical affine. There are excellent university in Turkey. You have now startups building up. You have potentially $40 million capital invested this year. But it needs orchestration. It needs also orchestration that the community which is now building up here. FinTech Istanbul is a great example that you need a place that people connect the dots, work together, and the growth that we saw already the last few years will continue. And I have no doubt about the future of Turkey. But I think it's important that you have to look at that as an environment that all the different players of an ecosystem have to come together, remove uncertainty. Because uncertainty, removal of that attracts business capital, and that will be very helpful for the future of Turkey.
So one question gonna be about blockchain. Blockchain called the next biggest revolution after the internet. Is it reality or is it a hype?
No, I think it's reality. I think because the way how you do banking today is you exchange messages, transaction between different parties that have been verified, and it takes several days. It's a lot of errors. It's a lot of effort, and blockchain will help you to point to an information in a secure way, and there's only one information valid, etc. That will simplify existing processes, simplify infrastructure to do businesses. So the economics things are definitely playing out. Because it is a new technology, it will require regulatory buy-in, buy-in of your internal risk function, compliance, security. So everybody is working on that to get it ready. So my prediction is you will see this blockchain topic more in the Internet of Things, which is required, supply chain, healthcare, governmental. And then also in certain areas like in the cross-border payments, in trading, trade finance, you see the first breakthrough. So I would say huge potential in a regulated environment, needs a lot of checks, etc. And certain countries are working on that, but the potential is huge. So from that perspective, it's a question of timing.
My questions are over. Would you like to add anything else or underline something important?
No, I think I first of all congratulate FinTech Istanbul for this really great foundation to bring banks, financial service institutes, entrepreneurs, startups together and work together, connect the dots, and drive the ecosystem, because it's all about people. People get excited about the opportunity, they devote more time on that, and so something that I would say continue doing this, share this even more with the outside world. This is most kept secret, I would say, in Europe, that Turkey is coming up to speed in that fintech community. And I'm happy to help also here to make it more visible and attract more business for Turkey.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.